Hi beautiful people, Avalon here, and today I have a very tasty treat for you. My baby sister introduced me to an artist and through it an oracle deck that I had never seen before. And I've got to say, I'm so grateful to her for having introduced this to me, because it's been a very long time since I've seen an oracle deck and gone, oh my God, I have to have it. I have to have it. You know, that overwhelming sense of I need this in my life. I am talking about this oracle deck right here. This is the Woodland Warden's Oracle by Jessica Rue. And it is a vintage botanical animal oracle deck, and I've got to say, it is right up my alley. I am very, very excited to have this in my hot little hands. I purchased this with my own money. I will be unboxing it today upon popular request, because I posted a question up on Patreon and I asked my community which of these decks I should open next. And it was a bit of a competition between the Woodland Wardens and the Water Temple Oracle. Both of these I bought myself. And then I have the Medicine Woman's Oracle as well to unbox, which was sent to me by Rockpool Publishing. So I'm going to be unboxing them in this order. Woodland Wardens today. Next week, Water Temple Oracle. And the week after that, the Medicine Woman Oracle. And that, my friends, will create a trifecta of Oracle awesomeness. So today, let us get stuck into the unboxing of this beautiful, beautiful deck. I'm so very excited for it. I have been looking for a very, very special deck to include in my client reading rotation, and at the moment I have been using the Magic of You Oracle when I do my readings down here in my tiny little cottage, and when I'm actually at my reading station in my office and with all of my decks, I have been using the Connected and Free Alchemist Oracle as well as the Oracle of Oddities, and then I'm capping it all off with the Moon deck. So I am looking for a new deck to put into my rotation, so I'm hoping that this one here ticks all the boxes and that I feel compelled to pull it into my professional deck rotation flow, I guess. So let's get started. Okay, so here we are, the Woodland Warden's Oracle. I am going to grab this rusty nail that my beautiful other half collected for me for my witcheries. You know, my more intense witcheries. I find that, oh my gosh, yes. Much easier to open than any other I've had of late. So, oh, it's a nice matte box. So let me bring it in nice and close for you all. Look at that, really nice matte finish. Woodland Wardens. Inspired by history, folklore and mythology artist Jessica Rue's debut deck transports seekers to another time and place, offering insights rooted in the magic and flora and fauna. Beautiful. So totally up my alley. I'm very, very excited. So we are going to be doing a full flip through of this gorgeous deck, and at the very end I'm going to give it a shuffle. I'm just going to prepare it very lightly with a little Palo Santo, and we are going to draw a card and see how the guidebook feels. Okie dokie, let us get started. Okay, let's open her up. Wow. Wow. Wow, this is taking ages. Ooh, there we go. That was a tight fit. Oh, look at that beautiful detail down the side. That's a really nice little touch. The inside of the box, really pretty. Very nice. And that artwork is all the way around. That's a really lovely little touch. Very snug fit. As you can see, the book fits beautifully. This is a little look at the guidebook, and we are going to go through that guidebook shortly, or more in depth I should say, towards the end of this video. So let's have a quick look to see. It is a 121 page guidebook,
and there is the author right there. And so we have black and white representations and a little bit of an in-depth look. We have some simple card layouts, suggested spreads, and then we have how to use it, along with an introduction. So fairly standard type of little white book. So I'll tuck that one in over there, and I'm going to pull that out. Oh, here we go. A little bit about Jessica Rue. She is a Nashville-based freelance illustrator and the author of Florography, an illustrated guide to the Victorian language of flowers. Isn't that beautiful? She loves exploring in her own backyard and being surrounded by an abundance of nature using subdued colors and rhythmy shapes. Yeah. She renders flora, fauna, and much more in a richly detailed and old world style. A seasoned reader of tarot, she loves to include hidden symbolism inspired by the Rider-Waite Smith in her illustrations. So, there we go. Going to tuck the box off to one side. Here is the backing of the deck. Very smooth matte cardstock. There's almost like a coarseness, a roughness to it without it being textured. It's just a feeling, almost like it's an interesting feeling. It's very smooth, don't get me wrong, but there is an interesting texture. All right, so let us begin with our flip through, shall we? The quail and the gooseberry. It has started oddly, and this is the first card, it looks. Oh, they're out of order. That's what we're looking at. Dragonfly and pansy. The rooster and sunflower. Oh, I see. It's animal plus plant. Butterfly and snowdrop. Beautiful. The antelope and wheat. Oh, that's stunning. The hawk and thistle. Grateful persistence. The trout and lily of the valley. The eel and the iris. The snail and the huckleberry. The bobcat and blackthorn. The otter and cattail. The porcupine and anemone. Anemone. Oh, I said anemone, which is a sea creature. That is me and my dyslexia. I apologize. The coyote and datura. The finch and peach. Had to have a little interruption then. Somebody popped in to visit. So we shall persevere. The ladybug and the sweet pea. I love this. The snake and fern starting over. Oh my gosh, yes. The raccoon and the sycamore. The badger and the ginkgo healing wound. Oh, that's so cute. The turtle and coriander satisfaction. The beaver and birch home. The squirrel and chestnut preparation. The opossum and peonies. Oh, I love peony. Oh, bashfulness. The fox and ivy, adaptability. I like that. The bee and the pomegranate. Gorgeous. The wolf and the rosehip, guardianship. The marten and the foxglove. The hound and the pear, that's beautiful. The owl and the hop, oh, wisdom, I love that. The skunk and the magnolia, very cool, very, very cool. The Canon and poppy. Bat and hellebore, intuition, beautiful. The boar and pumpkin. The salamander and black pepper. The crow and dogwood. The deer and oat. The vulture and asphodel. The moth and the eucalyptus. The lizard and pitcher plant. Cute little lizard. The goat and the willow. The duck and the chrysanthemum. That's beautiful. Love the colours. The weasel and the pine. The elk and ash. That is for strength. The chipmunk and laurel, that's beautiful. Success. The fog and lotus. Sorry, frog. I've got fog in my brain. My little boy and I, this morning we were driving to school and everything was really foggy and misty and he's like, it's fog. And I'm like, it's also mist. And he's like, no, it's fog. And I'm like, it's also mist. So I've got it in my head. But that actually says frog. The sheep and blackberry, that is beautiful, love the colours. The bear and cedar, leadership. The hare and oak, new opportunities. The spider and passion flower, creative ingenuity. The cat and lavender, that's an interesting pairing. And final card, the mouse and buttercup. So that is the full deck. They were not in any particular order, and it is a 52 card deck. I'm not sure if I've said that already. But right now what we're going to do is we're going to prepare it a little bit and we're going to pull a few cards and do a little reading and just see the nature, the flavour, the vibe of the guidebook. So I'm going to use a bit of Palo Santo. I'll use a little bell as well. I love using sound for clearing. This is my Tinker Bell. I love that little bell. It has such a sweet sound to it. Here we go. Almost let the two collide. Okay, let's give it a little shuffle. I quite like that they weren't in order. Sometimes order is a beautiful thing, but I also find that when they're not in order, then shuffling isn't that hard. Yes, I take my time shuffling. Shuffling is part of that meditative experience for me. All right, so I'm feeling a bit fun today, so one, two, and three. Just pick one. 1, 2, 3. Keep an eye on it, pick it, and we shall go from there. We will shall. Oh gosh, English is great for me today. All right, I've got the trusty little guidebook here, so let us see. There we go. We have the bobcat and the blackthorn. Let me bring that nice and close. That is card number 1. All right, patience is the message. Bobcats are stealthy hunters, blending easily into their environment. They are independent creatures who can wait for hours for their prey, pouncing up to 10 feet at the right moment. The blackthorn is a thorny shrub covered in bittersweet berries called sloes. Associated with overcoming obstacles, the blackthorn's sharp spines provide shelter to vulnerable birds. According to lore, if blackthorn berries are plentiful, the coming winter will be severe. Traditionally harvested in late autumn, sloe provides nourishment in the form of jams, wines, and other hearty treats with which to patiently pass a harsh winter. And so I'm just noticing now that there is an upright and a reversed meaning, which I'm very, very into. It's very rare to see that, especially in oracle cards. Upright, a difficult journey ahead requires preparation and patience. Channel the bobcat's stealth and pack plenty of provisions. Ration your sustenance carefully, remembering that berries are often sweetest after a hard frost. Now, I'm just going to read to you the reverse as well. You have acted too hastily and are in over your head. Notice what preparations might have served you and plan more carefully in future. And then I guess this is a little journal prompt. How might I mentally prepare such that I can survive when supplies are low? So a little journal prompt there for number 1. Let's have a little look at number 2, the spider and the passion flower. Here we go. Creative ingenuity. I recall feeling quite called to this one. Spiders represent a balance of light and dark, cunning yet patient. They spin intricate webs that are both beautiful and deadly. The passion flower is a vining flower that has come to symbolize faith. It was named by 16th century Jesuit missionaries who associated the plant with the Passion of Christ. Its filaments represented the crown of thorns in 10 petals and 10 faithful apostles, and so on. Upright meaning, you can solve your problems unconventionally with cleverness. You need only exercise patience in order to fully appreciate the results of your labor. The reverse meaning is stagnation. To overcome a creative block, try to be like the spider, innovative and adept. Have faith that your quiet efforts will pay off in the end. And then we have 2 journal prompts here. How can I overcome an obstacle using my talents? When have I solved a problem using my ingenuity in the past? Okay, so that is spider, and that was card number 2. And card number 3, for those who chose it, we have here the otter. Okay, that took me a minute to find because the pages were stuck together, but here we have it. The meaning is peace. The otter glides through the water with grace and fluidity, a beautiful sight to behold. The otter's playful swim brings calm and joy to those who witness it. The cattail is a symbol of peace and prosperity. It can be used for a variety of domestic purposes, from basket weaving and bedding to home insulation. It is also a nourishing food. The upright meaning is, you are entering a time of peace and tranquility. Enjoy it, allowing yourself to relax fully. Reverse meaning, as you navigate a difficult time, remember that your discomfort is temporary. Limit your struggle by going with the flow. Turn onto your back from time to time, letting the current carry you forward. You have, yet again, 2 more journal prompts here. Do I allow myself to enjoy peace when it finds me? That's an important question. Am I struggling endlessly against a strong current? Interesting, yeah. There we have it. 3 beautiful cards, 3 different tastes from the guidebook. I find the meanings short and succinct. They're there on one page. I've been working a lot with Alana Fairchild decks, and there are pages upon pages for each of the cards, but this is very short and sweet, so that would appeal to a specific person. I too like the short and sweet messages from time to time. It just depends on what mood I'm in, but I was hoping for just a scounce more, just a little tiny bit more, to really sort of get into the symbolism, the meaning. It was all there. I'm not saying that any information was missing. It's more about just that nuance, and I find that it was very short and sweet, which is not a problem. That's only an observation. It's not even a criticism. So, Woodland Wardens.
So what did you think, beautiful ones? What were your thoughts on the Woodland Wardens Oracle? I have to say, I am both charmed and enchanted. Both words work splendidly for me in this exact moment in time. I feel somewhat enchanted by the whole entire experience. I am a huge fan of vintage botanical art. I can't say that I am terribly drawn to a lot of different animal decks, but this one here had a very specific appeal to me. And as such, I am so happy with this beautiful, beautiful deck. I honestly cannot wait to play around with it. I will be including it in my Tarot Oracle client rotation, my professional deck rotation for when I am doing my professional readings. I am very, very keen, but I am going to sit with it a little bit beforehand just to get to know it, to get to know the energy of the deck and the flow and the feel and the general overview of the cards. I think it sort of pays to take that time with a deck before you start putting it to heavy use. So I'll be using it for my own personal readings alongside the Kali Oracle, because we are doing the Sacred Healing course over in Coven Space, and I am pulling cards daily from the Kali Oracle. And if you haven't seen that video, you can click that little link up there and have a look at it, because I have done a comprehensive unboxing, full flip through, and a little card draw, all using the Kali Oracle, and I'm using it currently for my morning rituals for the Sacred Healing course. But I would like to introduce this towards the end of the day. I love to play around with my cards. I'm going through a real oracle phase at this moment in time, and I'm kind of just going with it. This is not to say that I've turned my back on tarot, because it is my first true love. But from time to time, I find that tarot goes a little soft in that there aren't too many decks being created that necessarily appeal to me, and at that time it's usually where oracle sort of amplifies in my view, and all these beautiful oracle decks are being made. So right now I'm kind of in that season of oracle cards, and I'm just sort of hanging around waiting for a new tarot deck to really capture my attention. So let us see how we go with that. Alright, well, that is it for me today. If you have enjoyed this video, do give it a little thumbs up, click that little like button, hit that little notification bell so that you can be notified when I post new videos, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because I would love to have you here when I'm unboxing the Water Temple Oracle and the Medicine Woman Oracle as well. So, have a beautiful day, and I'll chat to you again soon.